for everybody, you kind of feel like, are they being genuine? You know, because there's that, you're Idris, you're doing music, great, let's work. But there's no real, like, sometimes there's no real connection to actually what we're gonna make, some real discussion about it. It's almost always a little bit like exploring, but you were just dead in, like, yo, we could do this, we could try this, da 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 da. And I remember that energy, man. I was like, man. And then getting to know you and realize, I said in my text in the post yesterday, I said, you know, you truly are one of the most dynamic people I've met, and
brother,
I don't think people know yet, like, how dynamic your bandwidth is. You know what I mean? Like, just first of all, as a human being, and you know, like the way you think, the way you speak, your personality, super articulate, and you've got a lot to say. You've got, you know, a really good sort of upbringing that gives you a nice perspective on life. But then the fact that you are like supremely talented in the music space in a way that's just like, this is like, you know, like, I came to the studio and you made a beat in front of me, and it was within 15 minutes. I was like, if that was me, I would have stopped 10 minutes ago and said, I'm a genius. I'm a genius. I just made a hit. And you were like, dog, this right here, dog. And the speaker is about as big as the room.
Right.
And you're in the corner just like, dog, this is a hype. I was like, this dude is supremely talented. But it was just, it's so effortless for you. And then when we went upstairs and we talked about your ambitions as an actor, your work with, you know, the show, working with Lee Daniels, working with, you know, Taraji and the music and all of that stuff, just I was like, oh snap, okay, you know, you understand my world very well. And then you showed me your musical, I don't want to talk too much, I don't want to blast it out there, but your musical project that has that film attachment idea is incredible, man. It's like, I don't think people understand what you are about to unleash on them.
Yo, like, I mean, it's crazy, but it's literally it's been just a rebuilding season for me, bro. And because I had the moments, right, the Grammy nominations, you know, the songs on the charts and stuff like that, I know what it feels like to be in the mix, but bro, I wasn't taking it serious, dog. I wasn't taking it serious, bro. And so everything that you see, the passion, where I'm at with it now, is because I know I'm in the midst of like a second chance, and I know niggas don't even really get second chances. Brothers didn't get the chance that I had at first, you know what I'm saying? So to even still be around, to still be growing, to still be like discovering, meeting brothers like yourself, you know what I'm saying, it's just an answer to prayer, you know what I'm saying? It's like a real answer to prayer. And so I'm just trying to like really appreciate the moment and appreciate the people around me, because I can just think about what happened before, you know what I'm saying? Everything before, man, coming out here having too much fun, getting lost in the Hollywood sauce, you know what I'm saying? I had a MC Hammer spirit with my money. You know what I'm saying? A full, you know, oh man, oh Lord have mercy.
No,
you
listen,
I mean?
don't beat yourself up about that. That is, you know, that is gonna happen when you have success real quickly. And but the truth is, it didn't erode who you are as a person. You know what I mean? Like, some people get in that sauce, don't come out ever the same, or come out of it, period. They stay in it, and to a point where they just live a fake lifestyle because they're pretending to stay in the sauce, you know. And I don't think that you could even come close to being that guy, because you're too grounded, you're too dynamic, you know, you have a really wide spectrum, man. So listen, why did you make Kings? Because that, to me, that we know, you know, what the song stands for, and maybe we should talk about that a little bit more. But why did you make Kings? Because I'm sorry, I'm going to let you answer. I've asked you twice and I ain't let you answer, but
nah, that's good, man.
That's a song that I was around you. You know, we shared making music together. You sending songs, and for a lot of the time, that song was so like whoa, because we've been making club joints, hip hop joints, vibey songs, and that song just came out of nowhere. What happened?
Bro, it is the death, bro. It's literally the death, man. It's the young artists that are out here, the young brothers, my dad, and then I flipped the coin and thought about my kids. You know what I'm saying? I have two sons. So kings are falling every day and kings are rising just the same is everyday life right now. Right? But the question is, but when will we know who we are? So for me, this is all a piece of my awakening right now that I'm sharing. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I have to take a step back from religion for a second and just be a historian. I don't want to know about nobody religion. Just let me read for a second for myself, though. I've been living and I don't know shit no more. So let me stop and let me just read and let me talk to my brothers and let me take this journey with my homies. And the more I was able to just stop and read and look at perspective, it's like, wait a second, yo, we're whole kings. We have the highest mortality rate in the United States, you know, black men, and we're kings. And so even how we do business and move in this town, we undervalue ourselves. But before we even get to anybody that's trying to do business with us, we've already undervalued ourselves before we even got into the conversation. And so that was like, oh shit, I need to stop everything that I'm doing, all these songs that I'm making, and just make a quick PSA real quick. Yo, fellas, bro, we are kings out here. And if we stop for a second and tap in and start building with each other in a real way, we can accomplish a lot more. It just so happened to be a pandemic outside. You know what I'm saying? While all of this is going on, which changed which magnified everything. Now it's turned up to the max. But in my brain, from a very simple standpoint, right? Studying the Hebrew alphabet and learning the definition of father is the strength of the household. We got to be in the house, man. We got to be in the house teaching. This is a great time for us to be in our family, be with our families and pour into them. And I know as somebody that's always on the run, you know, and I look at myself as like a national citizen. I look at you as a global citizen, as a full worldwide brother. I look at myself as a national citizen, and we're moving around. We're always on the go. We're always too busy for our family. Oh man, I wish I had more time. Man, I wish I had, man. You know, if I had more time, we got more time. We've had more time right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so just taking that moment, you know, to just put it out there for the homies, like we got to be more intentional at loving on each other, man.
There's a line in the song that you say, I don't want nothing unless I deserve it.
Man, I don't want nothing from these people unless I deserve, because I'm thinking about the okie doke. I'm thinking about the okie doke right now. Don't do me no favors right now when it comes to the Hollywood sauce and how people will get you. Oh man, you're young and you're talented, but you broke as hell and you the first in your lineage that can do something. Here's some money. Here's a couple dollars, because you need it, bro. Ain't nobody in your family ever had that. You need it. The poorer and more talented you are, the more we can't wait to sign you up forever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This right here, the space that we in right now, this black-owned business, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? This is two brothers coming together, putting the word out, you know, and being active. So, man, but you, my friend, I actually pulled your lyrics to the side for this moment. Never has a time so precious, never been so pressured and prevalent, and where kingship is more relevant, and the stories that we tell are the testament of who we are and who we should become. My dad's name is one of my son's names, and two kings share my soul. Two hearts beating one blood on one throne. If you're a king, then you know. You are a king, you should know. Come on, poet. Come on, poet Idris. Come on, poet Idris, bro. Bro, and I knew that if you, the Idris that I've been discovering, the Idris that I've been in the studio, the Idris that I've been around, the Idris that I've admired since before I ever met you, I knew if you tapped into any of that, and I didn't know you would do that, but you did that, bro. You are him on that, bro. Yeah. And I'm so grateful, man. Like, how'd you do that? How long did that take, bro? Because you sent it right back too. And
Yeah.
that's another thing with these artists. It takes forever to get a verse back from anybody, bro. I don't understand what the problem is. You a whole actor, and you will knock out a verse and turn it around in the same day, bro.
You put the battery under me though that day. You understand? Like, I was on quarantine, and Sabrina and I were in a weird place because, you know, we were in quarantine. We were sort of in this lull. There was no way of us leaving where we were. I was on location on a film, and there's no way we could get retested. We just was in this circular moment, this real, like, you sit still and just wait. And we didn't understand what was happening, but Sabrina and I were bonding in that house. And, you know, I was really missing my son. I have two sons, Riaz and Winston. Winston is 6, and Winston is also my dad's name. And I don't know when you sent me that song, and you sent it to me a week before that, prior actually, and you said to me, yo, I really want you to get on this. Now, you know, when you said it to me, the way you said it to me, you was like, dog, you know, listen to that again and just, you know, get in there. And you did this to me when I came to your studio. You made me bar up. You were like, Idris, bar up, you know, you can say what's in here, and just say it. It's going to be hard. And that was like a real, you know, that was a real producer artist moment. You know what I mean? I don't consider myself a rapper, but I love the art of it. I respect those that do it in their sleep. And so you said that to me, but also you made me think about my dad. You made me think about your dad. You made me think about my sons. And that verse literally just came out because it was just like, it was the truth. Every single part of it is the truth. You know, that was a very pressured day. It was a very pressured time for me and my wife, for the whole world. And it was also a very, you know, when I was contemplating, you know, I've told the world that I have COVID, and I was getting a lot of criticism and pressure from that. But I really stood by my belief system that I need to tell people that don't believe this is real. That feels like leadership to me. That's what it felt like at the time. And as much as there was a lot of pressure, but it was really prevalent that now we need to show ourselves as leaders at this point, because otherwise we are just going to run around in circles and no one's going to be able to tell us how to get out of this. And that's why, you know, those lines when I say to you, you know, the things that we say, you know, are who we are and who we should become, you know, because if anything comes out of this, I think that we all learn from each other. And one thing we've all learned is that we are all the same. It don't matter where you're rich, color, black, poor, whatever that is, we're all human beings, and this thing is indiscriminate. So who we will become is as much about what you say and how you act. Okay? It's not about you having money or you got a different color skin or whatever. It's about what you say and what you put out into the world.
That's crazy that you say that right there, because you said to the world that you have COVID, and I've been bragging about you since the day we started to build, bro. And so everybody just felt like they were supposed to text me when you said that, bro. They blew my phone to pieces. And so now at this moment, I'm at a crossroads. I had to act, and I told you this. I was like, I want to reach out to my brother and I want to say something to him, but the pressure, I know, I mean, I can only imagine what he's going through. I don't want to get on this man nerve. I don't want to bother. I don't want to overstep. Yeah, I know we still are early in our working relationship, but bro, like, I'm like, man, I love this man though, and I feel like I should not have to say something, and I did, bro. And I when you hit me back, I even explained in the moment, like, bro, I didn't, but I just wanted you to know that you're in my prayers, dog, and that you impacted me so much that in this real life moment that is outside of business, I want you to know that I'm praying for you, bro, and that I'm rooting for you, and you know, and I'm here for you. Shit, like, you know, counseling. I did some counseling for a minute, and it was cool, right? It was helpful, but what I did was take that time, that intention that I did with counseling, and I just made those my conversations with my brothers. So at any given moment, I'm getting counseling when I'm talking to my brothers, because I'm being real and I'm talking to them the same way I talked to that stranger. But I just feel more. I feel like it's a safe place. You know what I'm saying? And so I appreciate you just having that platform, being there in that dialogue, and look, bro, we getting through this together, man. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it is, man. And I appreciate your bravery, dog. That's some real life bravery shit, bro. If I'm in your same position, I don't know if I'm moving like that right away. I don't know if I want people to know, dog. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it's admirable.
there was definitely times where I felt that, I questioned whether that was the right thing to do, but that was more a reaction to the reaction I was getting, being straight up called a liar, that was like heartbreaking, especially for my own. And I wondered for a second, why did you do that? Why are you even doing that? But like I said, it just felt like a moment of guiding people that were just running around in the dark. And I had the doorway and just was like, yo, check this out real quick. This is a way out. Not even a way out, but this is the shape of the room. Right. So you understand, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
And people either went towards the room or they were like, nah, you're lying. I'm not dealing with you. But either way.
So when you say that they're lying, right? And they said they called you a liar, and that was heartbreaking, right? From a mental health aspect, right? How do you navigate that, dog? How do you deal with those days when social media is on your ass, fam? When the industry or the press, they're on your ass, dog, and you're a great person, you're a king, but you're in the fire too at the same time. Like, how do you navigate those waters? How do you maintain joy in all of that? You know what I mean?
I don't pay attention. I don't pay attention. I don't get into it like that. There was moments where I would read a few comments and then I would deep dive into arguments where people were just being ignorant, and I get into it and it would ruin my day. And by ruining my day, you understand it, like, the coronavirus, you could literally have no symptoms or you could be on a ventilator. But either way, stress management is a big factor in how you deal with it. It's about your lungs. It attacks your lungs, and stress will make your lungs not work as efficiently anyway. You start hyperventilating. You're not controlling your breathing. So I just did not allow myself to get stressed by whatever people were saying. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't. I would just either find ways to just distract myself. And by the way, making music was my main distraction. That and playing FIFA on the Xbox. That was it. You know what I mean? That's where I kept my attention.
Look, I'm a 2K guy over here. I got Xbox and PlayStation right above the keyboard, dog.
Yeah.
So
you know what it is. But yeah, no, really and truly, it was really about just staying off that grid. Especially like, when people would tag me in things that, somebody said this about you, or this person said this about you. And you're thinking, wow, really? But I just stayed away from that. Just stay away from it, man.
You said making music, dog, and it's so crazy because music unites, right? Music is why we're here and what brought our bond together. Talk to me about your passion for music, dog, because see, like, you kind of remind me just a little bit of Kenny Smith, right? In the sense of Kenny is an NBA champion, right? He's a big homie of mine, awesome dude, you know what I'm saying? East Coast cat. And his daughter was young and she was, making music. He, wanted to do music. So we got cool. but I realized Kenny was a real music dude. So like we would have certain conversations, and yeah, of course I want to hear stories about him playing with Michael Jordan, but when he flipped into his music bag, he knew a lot of shit, bro. And I just thought that was, I thought that, because I could tell, like, oh, you a real one, bro. You a real one. With you, it's the same thing. And even in the DJ world, like you allow me to just come and just, you know, bring your homie to work day for one of your performances.
Yeah.
And bro, I stepped into a whole, it was almost a bit of a culture shock for me, bro.
Yeah, I remember.
Man, I mean, you rock that bitch. It's a festival in LA. And I'm just like, yo, you know what I mean? Talk to me about your passion for music, bro.
Yeah, I think, you know, you don't know it's a passion until someone says to you, yo, you're passionate about it, because it is just a way of life for you, right? You know, like since I was 4 years old, I've got this great picture that my dad took of me. I was fascinated by his turntables, and I have Marvin Gaye's Let's Get It On album. I'm standing there, got dungarees on, white t-shirt, I got my African beads, little afro. I got the look of like a fly dude, you know what I'm saying? I'm holding this vinyl, and he took the moment, and it just tells the picture. It tells the whole picture is like, this guy.
He captures you in your element, dog. He
100.
You, baby.
I had little platform shoes on, little bell bottoms. And, you know, I'm staring at the turntable like it's going to, you know, just swallow me up. And, you know, that picture says 1,000 words, because I really, from that time, that's my earliest memories, is being around my dad, listening to music, waiting for the record to finish so I could take it off and put the next one on. And I think by the time I was 16, where at that stage, you know, I hadn't started making music till I was about 16. No, till I was about 15. That's when I started making music. But up until that point, I was a collector of sorts. You know what I mean? My uncle was a DJ, so I was DJing with him, and that's where I realized, when I was starting making music, that I had a passion for it. And at the same time, I had a passion for acting. I found the two simultaneously. But acting was a road that just excited me in a way, and it was just like, wow, there was opportunity after opportunity, but music was always right there. You know, music's always been there. So I think, like, from a passion, from right now for me, you know, like, over the last 10 years of my life, I've really spent time making music, connecting. I've been, you know, DJing a lot, and that's been like a real, what can I tell you, man? It's been a journey. I've gotten to meet people outside of my acting circles that just blow my mind musically. Just blow my mind. Man, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yo, first of all, your whole company, bro, the Seven Wallace movement, that I didn't sleep when I came to Atlanta. This is like, there's something about when I start fucking with you, dog, I don't want to go to sleep, bro, because there's so much shit going on, dog. You're not even in California, and I still didn't go to sleep this time. When we were in Atlanta, bro, shout out Wavy, man, the whole squad, man.
Yeah,
like,
big squad.
You surround yourself with such amazing creatives, yo. I remember just being in that house and just cooking day and night with the whole squad. You sitting there acting all day, and then coming in and then making music still. Like, damn, falling asleep, bro. Like, yo, he's a machine, dog. He's a machine.
Yeah, we had that. It was crazy. It was, you know, you were the guest of honor there. It's weird, because I kept telling them, I said, yo, Cosign's coming to the writing camp. And I was like, really? And, like, you know, you couldn't come immediately. Suede the Remix God has just gone live, and he came up there.
Oh, shit. What up, man?
Tyrese came, Rory, Alex Hepburn came up. I mean, it was a good squad. My man Shadow came, and everyone was like, Cosign's coming? Really? I said, yo. And when you came as well, you just came and just dominated the space, just changed the setup. And it was just like, boom. And I think we made, like, I don't know, we made probably about 16 songs in that time period, man.
Bro, Party Girl came from there. I did some stuff with Wavy. There are some joints that came from that energy. Yeah. And for me, you know, it took one of my homies, Mateo, man. He told me, he was like, wait, you going to record where? And he's like, oh, you gonna kill it, bro, because you always play better in away games. And I'm like, damn, that's true. Like I'm in my studio right now, right? But it's something about being in somebody else's studio and it being other people that I've never worked with before. They don't know. They have no idea that I've been doing this shit my whole life. It's like, man, we ain't going to sleep. We not going to sleep.
So yo, what is you know, what is the true ambition for you now? As you know, I know you've. You still there?
Hold on, I think I lost you for a second.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I lost you for a second.
What's the ambition now? Because I feel like we're gonna see more cosign as an artist. I think we're gonna see you putting music together and dropping music as yourself.
Mm-hmm.
What does that look like for you? Have you thought about that? Is that something that you're really mapping out?
Yeah. I've been really scratching my head as to the next song, but Kings is doing so well right now, like going so crazy that I think I'm gonna just sit in it for a second. You know what I mean? I called Kelly Rowland this morning because I want to do a Queens remix. And so she was busy. I haven't even told her that I was starting with her and I was gonna ask her this, but fuck it, there's the exclusive. You know what I'm saying?
That is a great idea.
Yeah, because we just did Coffee. We just did the Coffee record. And that's going berserk and at radio and doing wonderful, you know what I mean? And so we've been talking a lot lately, and I've been looking at this Kings, and when I was talking to her, she had such an incredible perspective on Kings as a woman, you know, and a wife and a mother. And I'm like, you know what? I think Kelly might be awesome as like probably the next guest on Kings Combo to tap in with our queens. But then I was like, she probably could kill this Queens remix too. And I think I want to tap back in with Queen Latifah, right? Call Lee Daniels and see if he can tap me back in with Queen Latifah.
What the what? That's a great idea.
I think this Queens, I think a Queens moment needs to happen
right
next to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Because I mean, you know, when we dropped the post, a lot of women, ladies was like, "Where's the Queens? What's up?
Man,
you forgot about us." And I was like, "That's a great idea to make sure that we cover all bases. It isn't just about being a king; it's about being a, you know, king and queen.
Queens are falling every day, and queens are rising just the same.
Just the same.
It sings perfect. It sings perfect.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen the video yet, though.
So you sent this to me. Can I tell you something? I just want to share something to you, man, before we get into that. You sent it to me, and I hadn't had a chance to check it out because a friend of mine passed away from coronavirus yesterday.
Yeah, oh man, I'm so sorry about that, bro. You said that this morning, dog. That's why.
And I just want to share something with you because it's just weird and maybe ironic and just, I don't know. But Ty, you know, Ty is without a doubt one of the first UK rappers to adopt his own style at a time when in the UK a lot of rappers are using American accents and whatnot, and Ty was just one of he's Nigerian, and he would rhyme with a Nigerian twang, UK twang. Poet for days, real poet. And he and I are the same age, you know what I mean? And I was a big fan before I even met him. And as a DJ, I think I met him at a record shop as well. And so Ty passed away yesterday. I felt that really hard, man. Like I only saw him, I think last year. We had made a record together 10 years ago, and I hadn't had the tune, and I hadn't heard it. And I saw him, I think it was in Soho, and I was like, yo, and he sent it to me. That was only last year, man. And anyway, him and Black Twang, who is also a UK legend, and Rodney P, who's also a UK legend, they got into a group last year and they called it Kingdom. The Kingdom. That's like, I don't know, just to break it down for you, it's like slang to say like, them kings over there, the kingdom.
Kingdom.
And yeah, the kingdom. And it's just ironic that, you know, I only found out yesterday when he passed as I posted Kings. And it just was like a moment, because the other thing about Ty that, you know, when I did a song with him, he didn't even know I did music like that. He just enjoyed the passion. And then we walked into the studio and rocked out 2 songs. And he was like, yo. But I just remember that, you know, he didn't hit me with the stigma, you know, oh, you're an actor trying to do music. He was just much like my G. So that's why when you told me about the video, I couldn't really get my head focused around it, because every time I heard Kings or the word Kings or whatever, I was just thought about Kingdom and I was thinking about Ty. So,
man. Well, we're gonna have to do another cut and include him in the video, because it's literally just an homage to Black Kings.
Yeah, that would be sweet. Man, that would be sweet.
So I had one of my homies, Jeriel, who's I know him through the Grammys, and he called me and was like, bro, I just talked to you. I had a long conversation with you yesterday, and you didn't tell me that you put my picture in this video. And I have people calling me saying congratulations on being in this, you know, work of art. And I'm like, yeah, bro, surprise, brother. But
I would love that, man. That would be great. And listen, you know, I didn't get a chance to, and I'm sure the King quality, the King spectrum is large, but we can't forget my UK dons as well. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely, bro.
I have
absolutely.
Do the re-edit.
Hey, look, man. That's shout out to Radio. Radio's tuned in right now, man. Radio
killed it. Killed that the whole vision for the whole thing.
Man.
But yeah, man. So look, you know, I'm proud of you, man. Like having the vision to throw that many, you know, kings into a collage is such a, you know, inspirational moment. I think people will just be able to have that as a, you know, whether they can hear the song or not, they just want to see that, because that's a great collection of people.
Yeah, bro. Well, look, man, I don't want to take up a bunch of your time, man. I'm overjoyed, bro. I'm overjoyed, man, and it's just, I don't know. I think that we are somewhat conditioned with that false narrative that brothers like yourself, brothers that have reached the level of your success, are stuck up, you know, like you said, liars, or on some other shit. And it might be some of the most refreshing news ever, bro, to know that you are such a kind and dope ass spirit, bro. And I just appreciate you so much, man, for taking this journey with me. You know what I'm saying? For keeping your word, dog, because the fuckery in this business is real, bro. You know what I'm saying? And for somebody like myself, you know, I just kind of stopped and just like left it up to the creator, because I was like, you know, just send me the right people. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on the music and focus on the art, because for me, it was always the music that opened up the door for us. And I remember early on when we first came out to LA and we were about to take our meetings, we didn't do a lot of small talk at first. We opened up our laptops and said hello through the music first. And once they heard that, you know what I mean? The conversation was magical, you know? So during these times when I didn't know who was going to pick me up, who was going to help me out, I threw all of that in the music. And that work wasn't in vain. Today shows that work, you know what I'm saying, that sacrifice was not in vain, man. So I just appreciate you being a lighthouse, bro. For real, man.
Doug, well, I can say the right back at you, man. I mean, this is, you know, if anything, you know, kings supporting kings from kingdom to kingdom. And you know, like I said, man, like you propped me up when you asked me to jump on that song at a time where it's crazy for me. You know, I wasn't sure whether you know, I was gonna make it through COVID. Didn't know what to expect, blah blah blah. And you made me think about my dad, who I lost to cancer 5 years ago, and I miss that guy every day. You made me think about my son, who I was missing at the time. So look, man, you know, I think you made a piece of music that hopefully just really resonates with people for a long time. I don't think it's one of these fly-by-nights. I urge all my DJs, radio, wherever you are, play this tune, man. Put it on your playlist.
Man, I'm gonna say to the music supervisors that are you making your films right now, and you know you need that end title. The commercials are campaigns. This is your soundtrack. This is your soundtrack. This is audio healing, dog. Audio healing.
I think the other thing I think you need to just, you can make this so many different ways. Like the soul of that song, like listening to you speak, you know, when we converse, I'm just like, man, I know you have so much to say. You know, not to mention your heritage, you know what I mean? Like, not to mention Chi-Town, not to mention, you know, your love for the culture, not to mention your sonic, like schizophrenia, like sonically, you are just incredible. So I think that songs like this moment, which are really, really thoughtful and beautiful and timely, I think you're just gonna keep doing that again, and I hope so, man. And like, you know, so I'm sort of proud of you right now, big man.
Yeah. This is the direction, bro. And so I'm gonna be sending you some stuff, you know, and some things into our Mortar group chat, right? More time. More time. I'm gonna put something in the group chat.
There's some messages. Let's say hello to a couple of people, because we
got
what's going on here? Who
got checking in?
What's up, Suhu? How you doing? What's up, T-Burn? Chi-Town, big up, big up.
KP, what up?
Wayana, what's up? Kings, I love it.
Yeah, Wayana.
Detroit. Yeah, Detroit, what's up? How you feeling? Amy, what's up, Amy? There's a lot of love on here today, man. That's really good.
Yeah.
Hi, Idris Electric. Can I say hi to your mama? What's up, mama? How you feeling? You all right? Rosa, love to you.
Oh, you know what? My godmother, man, Candy. My godmother, Candy. She just got out of the hospital, man. She's recovering, and I talked to her yesterday. Good. And she was really good friends with my mom, and actually she introduced my dad to my mom. Right, my dad's from Guatemala, my mom's from Panama. Yeah. And so I always go to her to talk, and I told her about our conversation and how I was excited and how I'm not gonna sleep. And she was like, "What?" She said, "Idris, oh, now you make sure you tell him I love him. Tell him that I love him." I was like, "Yo,
what accent is that, bro? What accent is that? Did you just that was a Panamanian accent?"
Oh man, because you know a lot of my people are from Jamaica too, so it's like black Panamanians. It's almost like a Caribbean accent, but the language is Spanish. My family growing up, bro, when cats came to my house and heard my mama talk, that's how I started to realize I'm on the west side of Chicago.
Yeah.
And brothers that come and be like, "Hey fam, why is it every time I come to your house, man, your mama always in there cooking and shit, man? I be leaving smelling like onions, dog. She in there making a roast con pollo, man. What's up with all that, dog?" And my mom, look, my mom was always feeding everybody. "Are you hungry? Baby, you want something? You want arroz con pollo? All right, baby."
Listen, I went to Panama. I was there for 5 weeks shooting.
Yeah, man. That's what I was in Chicago for NBA All-Star, and I was giving back to the kids and moving around a few schools. But bro, that was a tough one, dog, because I wanted
You wanted to come out there.
I would have carried bags, bro. Like, hey, bro, can I carry your bags out here?
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
I didn't know much about Panama before I got there, but first of all, I got there and everywhere I went, they were like, boasty.
Hey!
Word for word. I came to Rapino, I was like, yo, they really do every word of my verse on that song. I was like, okay, Panama.
Right.
Hey. Panama. It was good, man. It was good vibes. It was good vibes. Shout out to Panama. Shout out to Panama.
My family, like, let me tell you something. That is why I am who I am, bro. My family, because my mom had a lot of brothers and sisters, and especially 2015 when I went back to Chicago, and I thought I had just screwed it all up and it was over with, bro. I went back home and my auntie put all that love back. My tia, bro, let me tell you one of the most humbling moments, bro. I came back, I had to stay at my tia, dog. I'm in my room. I had been there for probably about a week. My auntie came in the room and said, Marcos, I went and do laundry, Marcos. Where the rest of your drawers and your socks? And it's like, fuck, man. My auntie is about to wash my drawers and my socks because I'm back and I'm living in her house, bro. I have hits on the charts and I am back. Marco, where your underwear and your drawers and your socks, Marco? I went and washed. And she washed them, bro, and she folded them to the T, fam. And my auntie loved me back. She made a promise to my mom. My mom went around my whole family and was like, look, this pancreatic cancer done got me. I'm not going to be here when he graduates, but y'all don't give up on my baby. And through any tough time, my cousins are like my brothers and sisters, my aunties and uncles, everybody has just chipped in because they like, we know he crazy. We know his ass crazy. We know he need us. And they are the reason that I am who I am today, bro. So shout out the Panamanians in Chicago and beyond.
Yo, big up. Yo, real quick. And I know I'm asking you a question that you're not going to be answered quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you think of the Last Dance documentary?
Woo! We got 8 minutes left.
Say no more. Say no more.
Let's go. Let's go, Idris. Let's talk about Mike. Let's talk about Chicago. Let's talk about what 6 for 6 look like, baby.
I knew it. I knew that would get you.
And
look at you.
Look, bro. It's fucking my head up. Nah, bro. You know what you just did when you did that? It's messing my head up because I woke up the other day and was like, all this time I've been Scottie Pippen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm waking up. I woke up the other day because you know how they focus in on different people.
Yeah.
So every time they focus in on somebody, I saw, this is crazy, but I ended up understanding Dennis Rodman in a way that I never understood Dennis Rodman, man.
Standard.
You know what I'm saying?
Revelation.
Like, I was not judging Dennis, bro. I was like, damn, D. Like, all right, bro. Then Mike is so articulate, man. You and Mike probably from the same tribe, bro. You and Mike, y'all got y'all lineage, dog. Y'all the same.
Yo,
go back, bro. Y'all from the same
my
tribe,
God.
bro.
Listen, I'll tell you something when you finish.
No, well, he's just so articulate. I feel like he has this level of grace. And as a leader, being a leader is not always the most popular position, but he sit in that shit. He demands the most out of his teammates, and he works the hardest as well. He's not demanding anything from them that he wasn't willing to put in as their leader. You know what I mean? But then Scottie Pippen, I'm gonna stop at Scottie. Scottie being that wingman, bro. You know, undervalued, right?
Undervalued. That blew my mind.
Hugely undervalued. And look, and everybody's like, oh, you signed the contract. Chill out, man. Stop that, man. Stop it. So, yeah, bro, don't get the Last Dance right now is life, bro. I take notes and post notes every week, bro.
It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy.
What were you saying? We got 6 minutes.
Sabrina's a big Michael Jordan fan. Like, big. From sneakers all the way to, like, you know, everything he did as a ball player
You
at the
knew,
time.
you knew what you were doing, bro. You knew what you were doing, bro.
And it's crazy because you know, I had to get my hair cut and shit. You know what I mean? Like, and she's been cutting my hair, and then like my beard was looking crazy, so I shaved off my beard. Right now, you see, I got a little mustache. You know,
Right.
Got a little, you know what I mean? I'm looking a little Michael Jordan-y right now, bro.
Nigga,
I'm looking a little Jordan-y right now.
That's why I knew y'all was on the same tribe. I saw that.
It's a little running joke in the house at the moment, but it's cool. You just said I'm articulate. It's like Michael Jordan, we're in the same tribe. That's cool. I buy that. I might play Michael Jordan in the biopic the way I got it.
Bro.
Look at the
That's him, bro. That's him as hell. That's him as hell. Oh man. Bro.
Oh man. All right.
Look.
One more thing before you go, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm a big fan of Big Sean.
Mm-hmm.
How's my brother doing?
Big Sean, man, yo. I haven't spoken to him in a minute. But my partner too, who I'm talking to again after you today on King's Convo, that's his A&R. So he's been his coach and has been there for him through this process, you know, A&R, and especially, you know, knowing the way to get down too, man. It is a lot of this. Remember how you talking about challenging the artists and getting them bars? It's a lot of that, you know, and I feel like we pull a lot of that from No ID, you know what I mean, who executive produced the first Big Sean album that we were on. And has been a mentor, and just watching him not be afraid to speak up and challenge you geniuses. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got to do. Iron sharpen iron, you know? So
yeah.
I'll find out tonight and give you that update, man.
No doubt, man. Please send my love because, you know, not to get in this business, but just seeing a man that, you know, went through a lot and wasn't afraid to say that out publicly. And that's great. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's a king move right there, because I think a lot of people suffer in silence. We're proud people and we try not to air our laundry out. And so I respect him for that. And also just, you know, you guys made incredible music. I hope to see that happen again. And, you know, I mean, maybe, you know, I just love to see if we could all work together one day. Putting it out there. Hold up.
Bro. Come on, man. You know me, dog. You know me. Nah, let's go for it, dog. Let's go for it, bro. I appreciate you so much, man. For real, dog.
Oh, man.
This has been amazing, man.
Congratulations on your song today, yeah? Respect.
Yes, sir, man. Kings is out everywhere, all streaming platforms. This is your soundtrack. When you jump off the live, throw it right on. Drive to it. Oh, there go my sister. Shout out Naomi. Naomi, what up, baby? He said Sean times interns times Idris. Let's make it happen, man.
Let's make it happen.
What the?
Put it in the universe.
Sean.
I said it.
Interns Idris.
It shall happen.
Erode, what's good?
Erode, hurry up and put the music out. Happy birthday, Erode.
Happy birthday, Erode.
I'm calling you next, Erode. I want to see that bottle of champagne out.
Marcus, what up? Phil, what's good, bro? Phil is who played keys on Kings, man. He came by last night.
Oh,
he came by last night.
Fantastic job.
Just did a whole nother. Oh my God, it's crazy.
Oh man, bro. Sorry, I got to turn my camera around. Love from Portugal. Joanna Rocky, what a name. That's a dope name. There's a lot of love out here, man. Listen, bro.
All right, Chief.
See you soon, man.
In a minute, bro. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, all right?
Always, bro, always. God bless.
So give my love to the queen.
I will.
All right, brother. And there it is. There it is. There it is. Radio. KP. We did it. We did it. We got a minute 40 left. Javier, what's up, bro? Easy, what down, Joe? Easy, what down? Thank y'all so much. Make sure y'all stream Kings. Check out the video. Man, Todd, what's good, Brody? Shout out to Broadview, Maywood, 290, Chicago, the South Side, the North Side, the low end. You know what I'm saying? One time for the land all day. Appreciate y'all tapping in, man. This was crazy. This whole week been crazy. Man, some of the articles, I'm looking at my texts. If I ain't text you back today, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? It's so many. My phone has been blowing up 2 pieces. You said Oak Park. Shout out Oak Park. But yeah, but man, it is all love. I appreciate y'all. I feel the love. We got about 30